Do cats understand when you say no? Cats do not understand human language. This means they don't grasp the word no in a human sense. However, they can be taught to understand that the sound no means you want them to stop what they're doing. If your cats are engaged in behavior you want to interrupt, say no firmly, accompanied by expressive and serious body language, distinct from the tone you use when petting them. Remove them from the activity and redirect them to something more appropriate. Repeating this will help your cats get used to the sound and associate it with a reprimand. Make sure the sound of no carries weight, conveying disapproval in your voice when you say no firmly and with authority without shouting. Besides saying no, look into their eyes and hiss, imitating that sound cats make when they are angry, immediately after saying no. It may seem strange to do this, but cats understand this sound and behavior and are thus more likely to perceive that no has negative associations with their actions. Body language also plays a significant role in how your cats absorb the command. Pointing your finger at the cats while saying no is an effective way to catch their attention. How to stop bad behavior. Sometimes simply saying no is not enough for them to fully grasp what is wrong. They may associate refraining from certain behaviors directly with your presence. In other words, your cats know that when you're around they shouldn't engage in undesirable behaviors, but they might still do them in your absence. Similarly, if you use a spray bottle to redirect undesirable behavior, the cats may not associate being sprayed with the behavior itself. They may stop only to flee the spray bottle. Your cats will fear you and the spray bottle, but they won't learn that jumping on the table or scratching the furniture is wrong. The key to successfully stopping unwanted behavior is to associate an unpleasant consequence with the behavior. For example, if you set up a motion-activated air spray that releases air whenever the cats jump on the counter, they will associate jumping on the counter with something unpleasant. Remember that, in this case, you aren't the one spraying them. The counter itself does, which is an effective form of no. A simpler option than an air spraying system is to use double-sided tape or aluminum foil. Cats dislike the texture of these materials. If your cats are scratching the furniture, some strips of double-sided tape or aluminum foil will discourage them, leading them to seek another place to scratch. If your pets display destructive behaviors like chewing, you can use products with an unpleasant taste. Products like bitter apple are often recommended, as they are safe for animals and sufficiently unpleasant to discourage the behavior. What to do before disciplining your cats? Cats have no malicious intent. They are not trying to do bad things. Most of the time, what you see as bad behavior in cats is merely them expressing their natural instincts. If your cats scratch the furniture, ask yourself if they have enough scratching posts. Cats need to keep their claws sharp, exercise, and stretch their muscles. You may need to offer your feline friends multiple scratching posts and encourage them to use them with catnip, treats, or a wand toy. If your cats enjoy drinking running water from the faucet and jump on the sink for this and you don't like it, buy a water fountain for cats. Many of them love it. If your pets like to be on the kitchen counter, provide them with a raised space like a cat tree in the kitchen area so they can watch while you prepare dinner. And remember, if your cats urinate outside the litter box, maybe it needs cleaning, or they may dislike the type of litter used. Relieving themselves outside designated areas may also be a sign of a health issue that your cats are facing. Are you enjoying the video? Is it helping you in any way? If so, please subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to the video, as it helps us a lot and also lets YouTube know that you enjoy our videos and want to see more of our work. Thank you. Why don't cats obey? It can be frustrating when your cats ignore your commands and keep doing things you don't want them to do. While cats are fully capable of understanding you and your request to get off the counter or stop scratching the sofa, many simply don't care to listen or obey. Often, cats refuse to obey due to a lack of motivation or incentive. One of the best ways to train cats is to offer rewards for good behavior. These incentives, combined with the absence of negative tactics like shouting or using a spray bottle, will motivate cats to do the right thing. If no positive reinforcement is offered, your cats may simply lack the motivation to follow your commands. For instance, You can encourage regular use of the scratching post by rewarding them whenever they use it, helping them learn that the scratching post is great and that they get treats as a reward for using it. Similarly, if you call your cats by name to come to you and they obey, reward them with a treat so they will come to you again next time they're called. Rewarding undesirable behavior. When disciplining cats, one thing to avoid is rewarding bad behavior with attention, affection, or treats. If your pets jump on the counter and receive petting, food, or attention, they will likely continue doing it. However, if nothing happens when they jump on the counter, no attention, no food, no petting, they will have no reason to keep jumping up. Similarly, if you offer a treat when they meow at you, you are teaching them that meowing results in a treat. If you don't reward the meowing, in other words, ignore them when they meow, they are less likely to become professional meowers. If you prefer a quieter cat, reward them when they are not meowing. Common mistakes in reprimanding cats. It is important to remember that reprimanding your cats long after a mistake doesn't make sense. Cats cannot associate something that happened minutes or hours earlier with the current punishment. If you come home and notice that the cats pooped on the floor and reprimand them, they won't know the reason for your anger. Worse, by scolding your feline friend for something they aren't aware of, they may become stressed and fearful. Instead, a quick reaction immediately after the wrong behavior is essential. If you catch your cats scratching the furniture and intervene right away, they will understand the message. Another common mistake is rubbing their noses in their feces when they relieve themselves outside the litter box. This practice was common in the past but can cause stress, anxiety, and health problems, and there is no guarantee that the cats will become disciplined. When is physical reprimand acceptable? Physical discipline is one of the least effective forms of punishment. Hitting a cat may result in fear of hands, fear of the caregiver, and potential injury for both the caregiver and the cats. Depending on the issue, the cats will likely continue the undesirable behavior when you're not around. Physical punishment is generally ineffective, potentially dangerous, and may harm the bond between caregiver and pet. To answer, physical punishment is never acceptable. Now that you know more about disciplining your cats, tell us your opinion in the comments section below. How do you train your cats? Do they obey your commands? Share your experience. Before you go, one more question. Do you pet your cats on their heads? Did you know that depending on how you pet your furry friend, you may actually be harming your relationship? In this video here on the screen, I talk all about the right way to pet your furry friend. Click on the screen and continue with me in the amazing world of cats.